Hey y'all, dedicated father here. Today I want to talk about I do it's called Every Man a Warrior, and I do it through my church. It's not always a church thing though. People do it through the military and first responders all around. And one of the guys in there was talking about just kind of his past and what he's had to fight through, and how this last week he had a pretty big accomplishment and a breakthrough in life, and realized how much of his life that he was neglecting the time with his kids that shouldn't have been. And really, he started accrediting it. He's like, I've always tried to surround myself. The music he listens to, he's changed, and he goes to the gym, and people were talking about listening to like, Bible works or prayer works, or things like that. And he said, I listen to all my devotional stuff while I'm working out. When everyone else is, raging, I'm more on the other side. I'll listen to certain YouTube things sometimes, and some of y'all, watching, I'll listen to like Nobody Special Finance or Economic Ninja. I was just listening to Financial Prep earlier today too. I listen to, and Jesse. I listen to all these guys while I'm working out, but a lot of times I just turn on some music and blare it, and depending on if kids are out of school or not, depends on what kind of music I put on. That's where I'm going with on this. He said he just surround himself with music for the positivity. And excuse me, sorry, Lord, no, sorry guys. So they he started talking about the surrounding himself for music for positivity, and I was like, it's true. Whatever we surround our minds in, that's what we actually tend to feel like. You watch Fast and Furious, and kids go out there and think they can race cars. You watch a sad movie, and you want to be sad. Like our mind is what we surround ourselves with. Our kids are the same way. When we are surrounding ourselves in the proper things, we're surrounding our kids in those proper things, whether it be music, TV, and movies. We know 90% of the stuff on TV out there is not meant for kids, probably more than 90%. It's not meant for us either, if we're going to be real about it. I'm looking in the camera and realizing what shirt I'm wearing right now. Anyone who hasn't gone and seen that movie, The Sound of Freedom, go watch that movie. If anything, just support them. But and you don't have to be a religious person to watch that movie either. That's you just have to be a good person to enjoy that movie. But y'all, we have to surround ourselves knowing that we're surrounding our kids with that good music, the good TV, the good people. My daughters, they'll joke around about how much I eat. Everyone kind of jokes around about how much I eat, but it's really what I eat, because I like my sweets, but it's very known that I like my red meat. There's no getting around that. But I'm a firm believer that it's has healthy attributes to our body that doesn't get educated to us. So I try to surround them in those aspects, but even though I'm not big on the rabbit food, all the salads and stuff like that, I'll still eat it just so my kids see that, and they see that it's okay to eat that. Last thing I want is them to be like, no, I don't want carrots, or I don't want, some fruit or anything like that, because my dad says that stuff's bad. I don't want that. So they know that I grin and bear it, but they watch me eat it. And in turn, they tend to try and eat those things too. Just as much as I want them to eat steak and, I'm just bad as anyone, fried chicken, all that stuff. I love it. But I want them to also know that eating the good stuff's right too, and that goes with our life. What we feed our soul, what we feed our brain, that's what we're going to end up being. So as we're doing it, if our kids are with us as they should be, you're surrounding them. You're feeding their soul. You're feeding their brain. It's not just what we say, but it's around us, the surroundings. You go and you take them to hang out and watch scary horror movies nonstop. Growing up, I can actually look at the types of kids that did that. And I was with the group that we went and watched every new horror movie that was out. And I still look back at some of them when I occasionally get on Facebook. I'm really bad about social media. But I can still look back, and they are the heavy Antichrist, Gothic, and most of them not doing a whole lot for their lives. And then you watch the ones that are into the guys were taking the girls to the rom-com, and they're, hanging out with friends on weekends, and going to youth group on Wednesday nights and all that. Those are the ones with these, like, they got nice families, they have good jobs, they have positive attitudes, always smiling, not just on social media either, like actually in life, smiling and happy. those are the ones that are doing right. They surrounded themselves. Their parents had them surround themselves properly with the things that are better for us. So that's what I had for you today. I know that I went longer. I usually do 3 or 4 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all, on that. But y'all, I just, we got to make sure that as we feed our soul, we're feeding our kids' souls too. This is one that I could go on forever, and I have to watch so much of what I say on YouTube. It drives me nuts. Matter of fact, I mentioned that movie, so this video is probably going to get flagged. But y'all, please, for that sake, the only way to break that, like, subscribe, comment, have conversations with me. I haven't had a comment from y'all in a long time. Y'all that do get on here and they like and watch my videos, comment. Lori, I know you don't want to make an account on YouTube. Put bogus information in there. Doesn't matter. Just create one. That way we can comment, and you can make whatever your name you want it to be. But please do. I'd love to be able to have the conversations in there. I love y'all. Please be blessed. Be strong. Raise them right.